WB Games Montreal, speaking of Rocksteady and Batman, that's not them, but they're in the family. They make... So WB Games Montreal, known so far, they've got one game under their belt.
Is it Origins?
Is Batman Arkham Origins. A game I never even had the sort of enthusiasm to play.
I played through this main story. There's a big bridge that you got to keep going across. It wasn't great.
The only draw for me was that, because I'm a big, standing by the creator of something. Like, I didn't play BioShock 2 because it's not a Ken Levine game, you know? For the same reason I didn't play Arkham Origins. The only draw is that I'm friends with Troy, and Troy's in that game. And I wanted to play it.
He does Joker?
Incredible.
And he does a great Joker, too.
No Kevin Conroy either for Batman on that one.
Yeah, different Batman.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. It was weird.
Anyway, so they've announced, or they've sort of tweeted that they're hiring for 2 AAA projects focused on expanding the DC Comics universe in the interactive space. In other words, we're making 2 DC Comics games.
Yeah.
Now the question is, what are they? Yeah, what
Batman
are they?
and Superman.
I'll bet
Easy.
you.
Next topic.
No,
No,
I'll
I'm
bet
just
you it's
kidding.
not Superman.
Great
I'll bet you
breakout,
it's Wonder
Destin.
Woman.
No, it's Superman.
I think it's tied up in
What's the biggest DC property you could possibly work on?
Justice League?
Superman.
No, for sure. But I think
Superman's bigger than Justice League.
That's what? Justice League is Superman plus everything else you've just mentioned.
the reason I say Wonder Woman is
I
I
know
think
that.
it's, if you look at the timeline, I think we know that Wonder Woman just started shooting. Like, in 2 years it'll be done and out.
Justice League is shooting also.
Yeah, but I think I don't think it's a Justice League game. I think it's character. I think they're doing the single character type thing.
So
Batman, I think, is a given.
I agree.
I don't think Superman is a given.
I think it's
Game
Superman. is
that's hard, man.
So-
How do you do a Superman?
The other thing you have here is interesting.
Well, yeah, I want to say I agree with Sean. I think it's totally right. It's one of them's Batman because there's no way WB lets the Batman games go away now that they're become so huge. But Rocksteady has seemingly no interest. They want to move on.
Totally.
Which is actually great because
Superman. Maybe they're doing Superman.
Why do you think so much?
Superman is like an icon of comics.
He's a Superman.
He is huge.
If Rocksteady does not move on from Batman, as they have done nothing but publicly state that they want to move on from Batman, it's going to go downhill quick because they're just going to be, and people are going to leave the studio, and it's just going to go badly. So WB is smart to allow Rocksteady to do something else. I agree. I think they might take a shot at Superman because that's sort of the potential next biggest thing they could work on.
And there's going to be Superman DLC for Arkham Knight.
There is?
Yeah, that's announced. I didn't make that up.
Really? Are you playing as him?
I don't know. I might have made that up.
I don't even.
Marty's
Do I work
guessing
here?
right now. Yeah. I feel like I saw that on Twitter or something.
What about, the other thing that WB seems to be pushing that could, given the sort of format of this, could Suicide Squad lend itself to some kind of game?
I hope not, personally.
Honestly, I think that's probably a more interesting game angle / dynamic than a Superman game. That's the problem with me is if you're like, what does a Superman game look like to you? I literally have no idea because I just don't know how you would make that. I don't know how you would make that a game. Like, what is that? Batman makes sense. Like, Wonder Woman makes sense. Suicide Squad makes sense.
Before you saw Batman, we had no idea what that looked like, and Rocksteady knocked it out of the frickin' park.
Yeah, but
you got to give developers a chance to come up with a concept that would work. Superman, marketing-wise, everybody knows who Superman is. You want to do Superman. Not everybody knows Justice League as well. That's why I say Superman's like the white whale.
Like, the
for game
producer in me
development.
is like, yeah, Superman, because everyone knows Superman. There's Superman movies. He's a huge icon. The creative person in me is like, what does that look like? And I'm not a game developer.
Good flying
there are definitely
mechanics.
people out there.
Good flying mechanics.
I want to be Clark Kent in an interesting way and have to maybe have some sort of identity
Escort
stuff
missions?
going
No,
on.
just kidding.
Mechanically...
Like a narrative around Lois and Clark, and something happens there.
Yeah, but mechanically...
They're like, what is it, an action game?
Yeah, but to me, mechanically, someone that makes more sense is Arrow.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like I can.
But that's
I can
basically
envision...
just Batman at that point.
Yeah,
No,
but
but
he's got
you
cool
could have
arrows.
cool arrow mechanics and stuff. That
It would be
really
easy
cool.
to build
Yeah.
Arrow.
I get that. When you say that, I'm like, I can understand what that might be
property.
like.
You get that because there's an existing property close to what Arrow can do.
What about a Flash Endless Runner?
A Flash racing
that
game.
exists.
I like that.
It's just a racing game.
I'm just saying,
That'd be cool.
I want to give a development company, in my mind, I want them to take
Help
a
me,
chance.
I can't stop running.
I want
I
to give
know.
them a chance to do something new
I'm
and not
totally
just
on board with
like
that.
lock into
But if you were in
infrastructures
that-
that I know.
No, I
You
get
know,
that.
yeah.
But if you were in the chair, like, what do you think that game is?
If I had the budget to throw at anything, I would be like, go make an amazing Superman game.
No, but
No,
I'm
but-
asking you what
Yeah.
that is to you. Like,
That's
what
the
is
thing
an
about
amazing
Superman's
I was-
powers
yeah.
aren't interesting in terms of like there's
Yeah, like,
no.
how do you design a game mechanic that challenges you when you're Superman?
you're a god?
Yeah, like you can't. It can't be a brawler like Batman because regular dudes you could just break their face in like with the flick of your finger. Flying could be cool, but
there
it's
are
like
characters, though, that,
then
like,
is it an open world game
Face
like
breaker
an
combo.
exploration?
There
That's what
are
I'm getting
there
at.
are characters that Superman faces that just like absorb his kinetic energy and stuff like that and become more powerful. So you got to come up with puzzle mechanics to actually counter those abilities, or like they actually feed off Superman's power, so he becomes weaker and they become stronger. So like maybe you have to figure out
The
throw
entire
a
game
building
takes place
him
at
or
night when he has no sunshine to recharge him. Boom, done.
something. Yeah.
He's like a battery, Ryan. He doesn't need it there all the time.
But he gets tired and then he needs the sun.
Yeah, not in one night.
Takes
I'm just saying,
Barrow,
if you gave me a week, I could probably make a game design doc for Superman. You're telling me like WB? Yeah.
Can we please do that for the next show? I would love to see it. Not that I don't
You know, I
think you
went to
can't do
school.
it.
Game
And, like,
designers,
this-
one
one of my
listening to
assignments-
this show are just falling over in their chairs
I
right
know.
now.
I think Superman is
Like a
impossible.
basic I'm not talking like a high level game design doc, but like if all I did for a week was come up with mechanics that would work for Superman in like just gameplay wise, you could come up with that.
I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm saying that
You don't know what it
It's
looks like, so you're like I
until
don't
someone,
think they should do it.
until someone, as like the producer mind in me says, like until someone can prove, like show me what that is, then I would say it's a risky thing.
There was a Superman game on Xbox 360 that wasn't half bad. Like they had some good ideas there.
There was
What
the
was it?
Superman game on
Was it-
N64 called.
Dude,
Which one was it?
Is it really bad?
Superman Returns was crap.
I don't-
Not Superman 64 level of crap.
No. I don't think it was Superman Returns because that was tied to the movie, right?
Correct.
It was the one where he like fights a building-sized opponent and beats him up.
I don't
Like, that was
remember.
the trailer for it.
Superman Returns is the only one I remember because EA Tiburon, the Madden people, made it, and that was sort of like interesting. Oh, the Madden guys are making a Superman game. That's a thing that happened.
What? I totally.
Maybe I'll write an article on IGN
We all know
about
how
how
good
to
my memory is after last week's show, so I'm
how
sure
to
we
make
can
a
trust
good
me on
Superman game. Yeah, I don't know. Like Hulk
yeah.
Ultimate Destruction was a fantastic
Of
Hulk
course.
game. Like you go around messing up buildings and stuff like that. Maybe you're evil Superman. You destroy a bunch of buildings. Yeah.
It's Smallville the game. You gain a
Early
power.
Superman.
You gain a power every so often throughout the game as you go along, and you have to deal with like acne and dating, trying to date Lana, and her bad acting. You know, just like causes the game to freeze
You
up.
have to deal
Yeah,
with
and, like,
the demise
maybe
of
not
print
Smallville.
journalism.
The high school
like-
quarterback is like taunting you, and you can't like play sports because you
Maybe,
just wrecked
maybe
everyone.
not
That's what this game,
Smallville. Maybe
That's
not-
what I'm saying. Is none of these ideas sound good to me. So until someone can be like, "This is my idea," and they paint me a picture of something that would be like, "Oh, that's cool."
Thanks a lot, man.
Sorry, time
Now I
going.
gotta go back.
No, it's fine. He said, "Oops."
Well,
he said,
Yeah.
74.
Sorry,
Well,
I start swearing a lot when I talk about creative work.
A company with $1 billion to do that it
That's-
was just
again-
could have just been assigned Superman.
I'm not like
know.
I said. I'm not
Yeah.
saying it's impossible in Superman. What I'm saying is, in my mind right now,
I get what you're
it
saying.
was difficult to make that seem like a reality to me. But there are plenty of smart dudes over there who I'm sure are filled to the brim with great ideas for Superman, like games. So
Well-
if we see one, sure.
some sort of light went on inside the minds of the creative people at Rocksteady because remember before they had made nothing of significance prior to Batman. So
And there wasn't a fantastic Batman game to that
and
point.
here's the thing: if they apply themselves to Superman, if that's what they are doing, is that whatever there is, they're doing it. They will have virtually unlimited time, unlimited resources, and presumably the publisher will stay out of their way because they made the 3 Arkham games that were incredible. So they will have, if that's what they decide to tackle, they'll have every opportunity to prove that it is possible to make a great Superman game. But
yeah,
it will
don't
be-
have faith in me. Have faith in the 2 companies with
mean,
Oh
millions
no,
and
Dustin, I
millions of
have
dollars.
total faith in you. I really do want to see this design done.
Oh,
You
I
guys
know
remember
you
though?
do.
Now, did this rumor prove to be just utter crap, or is it just something that could still be lurking out there? Remember that crazy rumor that there was like that Rocksteady was working on the heck's it called? The Silver Age Justice League.
Yeah.
Is that
could be awesome.
just like debunked, or like what did Arkham Knight debunk that,
Not
or
familiar.
is that still
Yeah,
a thing
I think
that could
Arkham
be
Knight debunked it? I mean, I think that would be rad. Yeah, we don't know. I mean, I feel like Rocksteady has carte blanche to do whatever they want. And
do.
I don't know if they
anything in the DC universe. Like, you
mean,
got to pick something in the DC universe.
I don't. If there's 2 DC games going on at WB Montreal, then maybe Rocksteady
But-
has. I think
but
Rocksteady
remember-
has anything in the Warner Brothers universe. So that's like I've always wanted them to do a Harry Potter game. I think that'd be awesome.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That the greater the parent company,
company.
they
Yeah.
are not going to be making an original IP.
Yeah.
There's no
Which
chance
sucks,
of
'cause
that
I would
happening.
love to see what those
Look
guys
at Monolith makes Lord of the Rings games now.
Yeah.
They can't make Shogo 2
Yeah.
or
No.
Shogo 3 or Blood 3 or anything else, or Condemned. I mean, Jace Holland.
I completely forgot about Shogun Blood.
You shouldn't. They were good.
Yeah.
Especially Blood. Even though Blood was sort of a weird Duke Nukem ripoff, which was itself a strange ripoff of other things. Go figure.
Time is a flat circle.
Thank you, Matthew McConaughey.
All right.